How do you get faster? The best way to get faster is to run fast. You must have the speed you need before you can build the endurance to survive it, which is one of the biggest mistakes that coaches make. Speed is 25 times more difficult to develop than endurance. If I had a room full of coaches right now, I'll bet you that all these coaches, you could say you're out of shape. I'd probably get most of the hands raised saying that they probably weren't in the best condition. But I'll tell you what, if I had all the coaches walk 2 laps around a hotel, or let's go on a little 5K walk, and we walked out a mile and a half and came back a mile and a half, do you know that we've just changed our fitness level? That's how easy it is to change your fitness and to change your endurance. Just a maybe 30, 40-minute walk is going to make you more fit. Speed is much, much more difficult to develop. And this is where most coaches go wrong. They run an inordinate amount of endurance thinking I'm going to get this kid strong, and they're moving away from the event and the parameters of running fast. And the longer you stay away from something, the less of the quality that you're going to get back when you ask for it. So the less time I spend sprinting, the more difficult it's going to be for me to sprint when you ask me to. How do you get faster? Endurance, again, is an expandable value, and I just talked about that using the example of walking a 5K. And it's tied to the level of fitness the sprinter can achieve. Your endurance will be improved after only a week of running warm up and warm down. I mean, if you just come and warm up at the beginning of the track season, do some light drills and warm down, every day you do that, you're going to get fitter or more fit. However, because speed is a determinate factor, it's not expandable like endurance is, and can only be developed in very small increments. But a 2% improvement in your 100 meters by improving your speed and power by only 2% can take an 11 flat 100 meter man to maybe the state finals. A young fella that gets eliminated as league meet is now running 4 or 5 weeks later in the season and maybe standing on the podium getting a medal, or maybe running on a relay that wins a state championship. 2%. Running faster is predicated on being able to sustain efforts at a percentage of your maximum speed. But if most of your speed and most of your time is spent running slow to get strong, as coaches say, well, she's going to run cross country. Please do not run your sprinters in cross country. I understand. If you run your sprinters in cross country because maybe you need an extra kid, and if you don't, you won't score, coach, I understand. And I would probably agree with you and do the same thing. But if your sprinters don't need to run cross country, don't run them slow. They need to run fast. But training your sprinter to run fast doesn't mean just doing sprint work. And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. I'm going to touch one more thing on endurance training.